Today we have topic capital gain and cash transaction. Capital gain topic has been taken. Reason is that now 31st March is to come, and everyone, whatever we have income from April 23 to March 24, we have to file ITR. In ITR, we can have the five kind of income. Might be possible you can have only one source of income. You can have the two source of income, you can have three source of income, or sometimes you have the five source of income. So today we will understand what is the capital gain and how much it is the important for our ITR, and if we have the some cash in hand, or what kind of the cash in hand transaction we can do, whether we can purchase house property, motor car, or luxurious expenditure like any mobile, any laptop in cash, whether we can purchase or not. So that we will understand today. Today we have the topic what is the cash in hand and how much cash in hand we can kept, and if we have to keep like cash in hand 10 lakh rupees, 5,000 rupees, 50 lakh rupees, so whether it is the problem situation for me or not. Suppose that in my house there is a 50 lakh rupees cash in hand. Okay, our income tax department just come in my home, and he has searched, he has asking question to me ki why you are keeping the 50 lakh rupees. So whether he can make any penalty, what kind of the circumstances will happen if income tax department, CBI department, ED department, or any other department, it might be possible GST department can take can position of my cash in hand, and he can ask any question. If we are not able to provide the justified answer to them, so they can charge any kind of penalty, they can levy any kind of the interest. So today we will understand if we are keeping cash in hand in home, in business location, so how much we can, or suppose that we have kept, so what kind of answer we have to provide, so government department will satisfy, or they will not charge any interest, penalty, etc. on me. Second option, cash transaction. Suppose that I have the cash in hand 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 50 lakhs rupees. So what I will do? Definitely I have to make the some expenditure. I have to buy home, I have to buy car, I have to buy the laptop. Otherwise, keeping cash in hand doesn't matter. So what kind of the transaction we can do, that we will understand. And one more thing we will understand, what is the capital gain income tax. Suppose that we have the some share, we have one house property, and we have planned to sold out. So when we are selling that my house property, we are selling my equity share, we are selling my mutual fund. So how much income tax I have to pay? And another thing, suppose that I have sold my share, I have sold my mutual fund, I have sold my house, I have to show in ITR or not? On once I have to show, it means I have to pay income tax. I have to pay income tax as a capital gain. How much percentage I have to pay? Like 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, or there is any exemption. So all kind of the detail we will study. And today is the Saturday, so I assume we can give the some extra time. Like we are not going to end at the 8:30 because we have lots of we will have the lots of the question answer. So if you have any question related to my slide, related to my topic, you can put in your diary, in your mobile, or in your mind. So at end of session, we can ask. You can ask any question, and let me try to provide answer for your question. Okay. So first of all, this is the type of investment. Like we suppose that we have some surplus money, we have invested into real estate. We can make we can open the public provident fund, or we are doing the some job where my employer is deducting my provident fund. Then it is the EPF, employee provident fund. I have some money that I have kept in the saving account, like 50,000 to 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. I have the some more money like 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. I have given into the fixed deposit. I have purchased some bond. someone is saying, no, I want to purchase gold. Okay, you can go for the gold. You have purchased gold of the 1 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees, 50 lakh rupees. Some person is saying, no, yeah, gold is not good. I can take the some risk. I have the some risk ability to take the. I have the ability, or I have the power to take the risk. So I want to go into the equity share. He has opened demat account, or he is investing in the various company, various limited company. There is some small size company, some middle size company, some mid-sized company, and he is investing, and he has the plan. Suppose that I have purchased any share of 100 rupees. I have purchased one share, pricing in the 100 rupees of any company, and after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 10 days, if they have increased 10%, 20%, 30%, I have to sold. Someone is making investment in the equity share for purpose, I have invested 100 rupees in particular company, ABC private limited company, ABC limited company, or I will not sold. Whether it will be the double, triple, 4 times, but I will not sold. My objective is that after 5 years, my children will go for the higher study, or my children will do marriage, or after 5 to 6 years I have to buy new house. So what I'm trying to, whatever I have something right now, I'm investing into equity share. uh, uh, my that investment is increasing, like every month it is increasing 1%, 2%. Sometimes it has the increment of the 10%, 20%. And once I needs that money after 5 years, yes, 6 years, whatever the value I will have, I will sold. So that is my purpose. Okay, so I can make the investment in the equity for this purpose. Again, I can purchase some mutual fund, I can purchase some insurance, or you can purchase any other option. Whatever you have the any other option, you can go. I have written the 3 to 4, 5 to 6, and apart from that, suppose that your friend is saying, he, I have started one company and I need loan of 10 lakh rupees, and you have the surplus money of the 10 lakh rupees. So definitely, and you have negotiated with your friend, कि भाई, when you will go to bank for bank business loan, you have to pay 10%, 12%, 14%. So हम दोनों एक we have agreement where we have to pay 15% per annum for my loan amount. It means I have given 10 lakh rupees to my friend, and he is keeping my 10 lakh rupees for the 3 years. It means every year he will pay 1,50,000 to me as an interest. So any other option, if you have in your mind, then you can make investment. Uh, Investment in any business, that like the loan, and any other options. Suppose that my friend has started company and he is saying, yeah, loan पर तो it is not possible to take. Can you come as a partner? मैंने बोला कि okay, definitely I can come as a partner. I have invested 10 lakh rupees, और that business has grown up. Okay, 10 lakh rupees मेरा, 10 lakh rupees my partner का, and we have taken the some loan, some credit from market, and after that we have earned around 25 lakh rupees during the year. It means 25 lakh ka 50% I am the owner, so I will have the 12 lakh 50,000 rupees. What I have invested? I had invested 10 lakh rupees, and I am investing my time, because I am doing my business, and I have negotiated with bank. I have taken some loan, and I'm selling, I'm purchasing all those things. And after 1 year, net profit we have created, that is the 15 lakh, 25 lakh rupees. So definitely we are the two partners. 12.5 मेरा, 12.5 मेरे partner का. So this kind of the investment you can make. Question is that in the last scenario, as I have invested 10 lakh rupees in my friend's company or partnership company, okay, partnership firm, 10 lakh rupees, and after 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, when I have taken decision to exit from that segment, so what, whether I have to pay income tax? If I have to pay income tax, so that is as like capital gain, as like business income, or as a salary income, as a income from other source. So that today we will understand each and everything. First of all, when we are making any investment, so we must have the two option. We must have the two objective. One, I can hold my investment for the longer time, like 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or we have the objective. If when I will need some money in near future, like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, then I will sold out. Or we can have the such kind of the objective. I have make my money. I have invested some money like 5 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, 25 lakh rupees in any company, in any mutual fund, or in gold, or anywhere. Or I have purchased the house property of the 50 lakh rupees. My intention is that if when in my family there is some cash problem, then I will sold. Otherwise, I will never sold. Suppose that I have purchased one flat that is the value of the 50 lakh rupees. And I'm thinking in near future, whether it is the 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, if there will be some cash crisis or I'm not able to earn something, then I will hold this investment. Otherwise, I will hold. It will go from one generation to another generation to another generation, but we will hold. Reason is that there is no cash need for the day-to-day life, so there is no need to sell. And there is another kind of the investment objective. Like I have purchased something, whether it is the gold, whether it is the real estate, whether it is the share, whether it is the mutual fund. And my objective that if I achieve 10% or I achieve 20% profit, I will sold. Suppose thinking, I will hold at least for the 6 months, and whatever the earning in the 6 months might be possible. In 6 months, my money can be double. My money can be 50% hike. My money can be 75% hike. So whatever the situation after my own objective, I will sold out, or I have intention to sell mutual fund or equity share after 6 months. But within the 4 months, my share has gone 3 times, 4 times. Okay, yeah, double ho chuka hota hai, and I'm getting the some news in market. And now this share has been 100 rupees say become 200 rupees within the spend period of the 4 months. Might be possible now it will give some correction, like price down hoga. So I had intention to hold for the six months, but after 4 months, if I will keep, so what will happen? Down hoga. So maine bola na bhai, I have to sold out. So that we have, when we are making any investment, we have to think, you have to make your objective whether you have to hold or whether you have to sold. So whenever whatever you have the investment, आप उस पर आज you have to do the one homework. See what is your intention for that investment, holding or selling. Okay. Now, suppose that you are planning to sold out, then you have to face two term. That is the two terminology. One terminology is the short term capital gain, and another terminology is the long term capital gain. That we have to understand how any asset or how any investment can be short term, how any investment can be long term. Suppose that I have one flat. I have purchased 5 years back. I have purchased my flat 5 years back, then it is the long term, because as per income tax is saying when you are holding any real asset property, whether it is the land, whether it is the house property, whether it is the flat, whether it is the koti, or any kind of the real asset, you are holding more than 2 years, then it will be considered as the long term capital asset. And once you have the long term capital asset, or you have planned to sold, you are selling, so whatever the gain will come from that long-term capital asset, that will be considered as long-term capital gain. It means I have real asset, and I'm selling after holding 2 years, like 2 years 2 years 1 day, 2 years 5 days, or after completion of 2 years. Then it will be the considered as the long term. But suppose that I have to sold my house property, I have to sold my land due to some other reason within short term. Within 2 years, what will happen? that asset will be considered as the short-term capital asset. And whatever the gain we are getting, okay, that gain will be considered as short-term capital gain. So that is the one difference that I have taken the one example, but every asset has the different time slot for defining long term and short term. So that we will understand what kind of the asset is considering at the short term, what kind of the asset is considering at the long. Like real estate. Real estate may, if we are holding more than 2 years, then it will be the considered at the long term. Otherwise, it will be considered at the short term. Shares and mutual fund. If we are holding the shares and mutual fund, and that is the listed, I'm not talking about the share of the private limited. I'm talking about the share of the listed company. Okay, limited company. Then more than 1 year. When you are holding any share, any mutual fund more than 1 year, and that is the listed. And when you are selling or purchasing, you have to pay security transaction tax. Then you are holding more than 1 year, it will be considered as the long term. Otherwise, you are selling within 1 year, then it is considered short term. Suppose that I have purchased one share of any private, any limited company, rupees 100 rupees, and within the 1 month, it's the price is going to 140. It means around 1 month, it is giving the 40% hike. What I am thinking, yaar, 1 month में 40%, who will give? Nobody will give. I will sold out, or I will search any other share where there is some other possibility I can earn 30%, 40%, 50%. So I'm planning to sell. So when I'm selling that share within the 1 month, it will be considered as the short term. Or that share, if I sell after 1 year, it will be considered as the long term. Debt. You have heard about the debt. There is some mutual fund company, they are selling one instrument that is called debt. So debt में क्या होता है? In case of the debt, it is the holding period of 3 years. When you are holding for the 3 years, then it will be considered as the long term. Otherwise, it will be considered as the short term. Gold. Gold, everyone we are holding, whether in form of gold coin, in form of jewelry, or any other thing. When we have gold and we are holding more than 3 years, then it is the considered at the long term. Otherwise, it will be considered at the short term. Suppose that I have purchased gold like 100 grams, and after 1 month, 2 months, yeah, 2 years, 11 months, I have sold. Then that gold is considered as the short term asset, and whatever the gain I have arises, that will be considered as the short term capital gain. And suppose that there is a loss, I have purchased gold 100 grams in, let's say, to 5 lakh rupees, and after 1 year, 3 months, or two, within the period of the 3 years, I'm selling that gold of 5 lakh rupees in 4 lakhs 80,000. So I am losing 20,000 rupees. So that will be considered as the short term capital loss. So that, I hope you got my point. If you have right now any question, you can ask. Otherwise, I will move for the taxation of the short term and the long term. So till time, if you have any question related to capital gain, you can ask. You can unmute yourself or you can ask. Okay. Suppose that you don't have any question, that we can take also after end of session. So now I move ahead. Now it's come taxation. Yeah, how much I have to pay tax? So first of all, when you have sold, you have to find out whether your asset is the long term or short term. Because once your asset is the long term, then you have to pay the long term capital gain. Your asset is the short term, then you have to pay the short term capital gain. That we have to understand. Real estate, 20% of normal tax rate. Suppose that you have sold any building, you have sold any flat, you have sold any land, then, and you are selling within 2 years. But okay, that becomes the short term, and short term is the tax at the normal rate. Like normal rate means my income is more than 10 lakh rupees, then it is the 30%. My total income is the less than 10 lakh rupees, then it is the first, it will be the 5%, then it will be the 20%. But that property I have sold after period of 2 years, then it will be the long-term capital gain. And I have the any other income, like my other income salary is the 15 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees, 50 lakh rupees. But my capital gain on real estate in the long term, so I have to pay only 20%. Reason is that income tax has written, if when you are selling any real estate after 2 years, it will be considered as the long-term capital asset, and that will be the transaction of the 20%. That will be the tax at the rate of the 20%. But you are selling your real estate within 2 years, that will be considered as the long term, and long term will be added in your income, and that will be the tax as per your taxation. Example, suppose that your salary income is around 10 lakh rupees. Okay, your salary income is the 10 lakh rupees, and in 10 lakh rupees, we have to pay up to 5 lakh rupees, 5%, and 5 lakhs to 10 lakh rupees, it is the 20%. But you have sold your real estate in 50 lakh rupees and you have purchased in the 40 lakh rupees 1 year back. So 10 lakh rupees ka kya hua? That is the capital gain. So 10 lakh your salary income and 10 lakh is your capital gain. That will be the 20 lakh rupees. What will happen is 20 lakh rupees, there is no concessional rate. You have to pay the income tax at the normal rate, like 5 lakh tak 5%, 5 to 10 lakh rupees, you have to pay the 20%, and above amount of 10 lakh rupees, you have to pay 30%. Surcharge, education says that will be the extra. But if you have sold that real estate after 2 years, after holding of 2 years, then it will be the considered as the long-term capital gain. So what will be happen? Suppose that your income is the 10 lakh rupees, so 5% or 20% lag gaya, and whatever you have the 10 lakh rupees capital gain on real estate, that is the long term. So 20%, you have to pay only the 20%. Whether your income is exceeding 10 lakh rupees, 1 crore doesn't matter. You have to pay only 20%. That you have to understand why I have to keep real asset at the long term, why I have to keep at the short term. So that is the biggest difference. Share and mutual fund, you have to pay 10% or 15%. Suppose that you are making investment into share or mutual fund, that is the listed, and you have to pay security transaction tax, that is the STT. Then you are holding more than 1 year, you have to pay only 10%. Otherwise, you have to pay 15% if it is the less than 1 year. Then there is the flat rate, that is the 20%. If it is the more than 3 years, it means once it is the long term. If it is the short term, then it will be the considered as the normal tax rate. Okay, now when you have to calculate capital gain, then what you have to understand, what some terminology you have to understand. One, sale consideration. Whatever the amount you are selling, that is your sale consideration. Suppose that I am selling my real asset in 1 crore rupees, and there is some agent, and he is asking 1% of my total real estate transaction. So whatever I am making the commission, so that expenditure will be deducted. Like my sale consideration is 1 crore rupees and I'm paying the 1 lakh rupees as the commission, then my net sale consideration will be 99 lakh rupees. I have to pay income tax, or I have to calculate capital gain on 99 lakh rupees. Then I will reduce cost of capital, cost of acquisition, or index cost. Suppose that I have purchased that house property in 50 lakh. So 99 minus 50. इसके बाद जो 49 आता है, that I have to pay capital gain. Less cost of improvement. In house property, we have seen lots of the cost of improvement. Suppose that पहले my flat was the normal marble. Now I have provided the very good marble, or I have created almirah and lots of the other cost of improvement in my flat. Okay, so whatever the cost for the improvement my house property, I will deduct. And after that, that will be the my net capital gain. It means what will be the whole scenario? 1 crore is the my sale consideration, 1 lakh I have paid as the commission, then it means ki 99 lakh rupees as the my net sale consideration. I have purchased that house property in the 50 lakh rupees, so 99 minus 50. Then, or I have made the some improvement like 25 lakh rupees in my house. So 99 minus 50 minus 25. So around 24 lakh rupees will come at the net कैपिटल गेन और इस 24 लाख पर मुझे टैक्स देना है. इफ इट इज द मोर देन 2 years, अगेन 24 का 20% होगा, और इट इज द लेस देन 2 years, then I have to pay at the my normal slab rate. So this is the whole and sole story. Then you have to think capital. You are purchasing, you are selling a mutual fund, you are selling real estate, you are selling the some other, so so I have taken 10% भी हो सकता है, 15 भी हो सकता है, 20 भी हो सकता है, normal rate भी हो सकता है. This is the whole and sole concept of the calculation of sale consideration. Now tax payment. अब suppose that you have taken कि हाँ भाई मेरा तो 24 lakhs का I created my capital gain, then you have the one option on 24 lakhs whatever capital gain is coming with rate of the 20%, 15%, 10%, whatever the rate is coming, of normal rate you have taken decision कि भाई मैंने 24 का बेचा, इसके ऊपर जो भी टैक्स आता है आई विल पे. लाइक लॉन्ग टर्म हो गया तो 24 का 20% अप्रॉक्स हो गया 4,40,000 में बेच के मैं बाकी 20 लाख रुपया अपने वट एवर द पर्पस आई नीड आई विल डू इट. तो देयर इज द वन ऑप्शन कि यू विल मेक टैक्स पेमेंट. अनदर option, no, I don't want to pay 4,40,000 to government of India. Then government of India is saying the sum, if you have making some investment in some asset, in real estate or any flat, then I will give the some deduction, some benefit to you. So when I have plan कि मुझे investment करना है तो आपको tax नहीं लगेगा. And last mix option, I can choose both. Suppose that I have the capital gain of the 24 lakh rupees in the last example, and I am planning कि चलो for 1 lakh rupees, क्योंकि इस 24 लाख में 10 लाख rupees की मेरी requirement है. I have to repay any loan or I have to make any expenditure on my kids' marriage or on my expansion of my business, anything. So is 24 minus 10. So I have the only free amount is the 14 lakh rupees. So what I can do, इसी 14 को I can make investment. तो मुझे suppose that as per income tax is saying कि 24 आप invest करते हो तो there will be no taxation. There will be no taxation. When I am making investment of only 14 lakh rupees, it means कि इसका जो proportion around 40% या 45% आता है तो उस पर I have to make the tax. तो 24 लाख का 20% हो रहा था 4.4 लाख रुपीस. अब यहाँ पर उसका 40% लगेगा तो अराउंड 1.25 लाख मेरे को टैक्स लगेगा. तो व्हाट आई कैन डू कि 12-13 लाख रुपया या 14 लाख रुपीस आई हैव मेक द इन्वेस्टमेंट और 1.25 लाख का मैंने गवर्नमेंट को टैक्स दे दिया. देन आई हैव द थ्री काइंड ऑफ ऑप्शन कि पूरा का पूरा टैक्स दे दो एंड आई कैन बैलेंस use my money for my any purpose, for my business purpose, for my personal purpose or anything, or you want to invest into the share, whatever you want you can do, or you can go for the any other investment. क्या मैंने पूरा का पूरा 24 I have invested in some other real estate, so मेरे को कोई टैक्स नहीं लगेगा. Otherwise you can go for the mixed option. If there is the last option, right now you are not thinking to make investment, but you are thinking I will make investment after 1 year, 2 years, or within the 3 years, because income tax department has given the one option. Right now you are not planning to invest in any other asset, then you have the opportunity to think investment within the 3 years. Another question, now it is the time February, 16th February, 17th February, okay, today is the 16th February and we have the capital gain of 24 lakhs rupees. Income tax has given the option that within the 3 years you can make any investment, but he has again created one clause that when you are filing your return, that is the 31st July 2024, you have to declare whether you have purchased or not. So in that case, you have planned to purchase 3 years later because it is written in income tax. Then in income tax department again saying one more thing. Okay, I thought you are not able to make investment decision within the 2 month, 3 month, or 1 month. So I have one option for you. You can make investment within the 3 years. Okay, then whatever you have the capital gain or whatever you have the sale consideration as per some section, you have to invest that money into the capital gain deposit scheme that is the open with any PSU bank or any private bank. It can, we can go for the HDFC, we can go for SBI, we can go for PNB, we can go for ICICI, we can go for any IDFC bank, we can go for the Canada Bank. Whatever the bank name you will take, you can go and you can ask, please provide me long capital gain deposit scheme, and they will provide to you, and you can make investment, and within the period of the 3 years when you have to make the investment, आप वहां से पैसा निकाल सकते हो और you can make investment. And when you are filing return on 31st July 2024, you have to mention I have invested capital gain deposit scheme with such account number, and income tax department can ask, हाँ भैया मेरे को इस अकाउंट का पासवर्ड, इस अकाउंट का मेरे को डिटेल दो, और आई नीड बैंक स्टेटमेंट के whether you have invested or not. तो that particular time you have to show, you have to disclose. So that we have the 4 option, tax payment करने का, और right now I can invest, or we can go for the mix option. And the third, कि right now मैं ना tax pay करूंगा ना investment करूंगा, I will go only for the capital gain deposit scheme, or within the 3 years I will make payment. अब एक मैंने यहाँ पर वर्ड I have said to you index cost, that is the blue में आ रहा, तो ये नहीं हो रहा, cost और index cost. So what is the meaning of the index cost? Just I am asking one question to you. You want 100 rupees in 2000 or 100 rupees in 2000, whether it is the equal value, नोट वही 100 rupees का रहेगा, agree, but whatever the purchasing power in the 100 rupees with in 2000, it is not possible कि जो 100 rupees में मेरे को 2000 में जो चीज बर्गर या घी और any other item we are able to purchase in 2000 in 100 rupees, that is not that kind of service or that material goods or any other thing we will receive in 100 rupees in 2024. Okay, right now might be possible कि jalebi, just I am taking the one example of the jalebi, कि in 2000 very good jalebi, or in the Haldiram, Bikaner, or in any other good franchisee of the restaurant, or might be possible they have the price of the jalebi of 100, 150, 180, maximum 200 rupees. Okay, but right now it is the price 600, 700, 800. So जो 100 रुपया में मैं वहां पर 2000 में in 2000 में I can purchase 1 kg any sweets jalebi, but now I am not able to purchase even the 250 grams in the today's scenario. It means the purchasing power of the 100 rupees has been decreased. Okay, so income tax department is also understanding whatever the value of the 100 rupees in the 2000, that is the not having the same value in the 2024. So they have the introduced concept of the indexation. You have purchased your property in 2000 in the 50 lakh rupees, but क्या वही 50 lakh rupees में आपके date पर that property you can purchase? No. Reason is that कि महंगाई बढ़ते जा रही है और purchasing power बढ़ते जा रहा है, so they have given the some indexation concept to you. No, you have to index when it is the long term, लेकिन short term index नहीं होता. Suppose that last year 100 और इस साल का भी 100, that is the different. Last year जो 100 में you can purchase anything, same item you cannot purchase in the 100 rupees, but when you have the short term capital gain, government has not given the indexation benefit to you, but it is the long term, then it is providing the indexation benefit to you. Value increase कर जाता है, that is the most important thing. Purchasing power is decreasing and goods value is increasing. So what is the formula? Suppose that I have purchased something in the 2100 rupees में और आज की डेट पर इन द 2024 आई एम सेलिंग, देन आज का जो इंडेक्सेशन का एक टेबल आता है, इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट इज प्रोवाइडिंग टेबल, दैट इज द 343, लेट्स अज्यूम इट इज द 343, देन इट इज द फार्मूला कि परचेज कॉस्ट मल्टीप्लाई आज का इंडेक्सेशन डिवाइडेड बाय 2000 का इंडेक्सेशन, तो 2000 में इट इंडेक्सेशन हैज स्टार्टेड, इट इज द बेस वैल्यू ऑफ द 100, तो 100 से 343, इट मींस कि 3.5 गुना बढ़ चुका है। तो जो 100 रुपीज का चीज आई हैव परचेज इन 2000, आज की डेट पर इट विल बी द 343। अगेन मैंने 50 लाख का कोई चीज 2000 में परचेज किया था, एनी हाउस प्रॉपर्टी, आज की डेट पर इट विल बी द 50 लाख मल्टीप्लाई 3.43, तो अराउंड ये 1.75 लाख हो जाता, मतलब तकरीबन 1.25 करोड़, 1.75 करोड़। ओके, and I have sold my property in the 1 crore, तो अब ये क्या प्रॉफिट हुआ? नो, इट इज द लॉस। रीजन इज दैट मेरा सेल कंसिडरेशन इज द 1 crore और आई एम सेलिंग, माय कॉस्ट ऑफ इंडेक्सेशन बिकम द 1.75 CR, so whatever the loss is coming 75 lakh rupees, that is the called as the short term capital loss, और इसके ऊपर आई हैव नॉट टू पे टैक्सेस। और सपोज दैट मैं और कोई हाउस प्रॉपर्टी कोई और चीज बेचता, वहां पर दे देता सम प्रॉफिट, तो माइट बी पॉसिबल दोनों क्लब कर दिया जाएगा, और वट एवर द बैलेंस और कुछ होगा तो आई हैव टू पे टैक्सेस, और मेरा लॉस इज मोर, माय लॉस इज द मोर, देन व्हाट विल हैपन कि दिस लॉस विल बी कैरी फॉरवर्ड, और वहां पर आई हैव नॉट टू पे एनी टैक्सेस। तो इस तरीके से 100 रुपीज जो 2000 में वैल्यू था, अगर हम आज बेचते हैं तो इंडेक्स वैल्यू विल बी 343, दैट इज द होल एंड सोल कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ द कैपिटल गेन। नाउ if you have any question related to capital gain, you can ask, otherwise I will provide some information related to cash in hand ki mujhe how much cash in hand we can keep and whether it will create some problem or not. If you have any question related to capital gain, you can ask, you can unmute yourself, you can ask.
Thank you so much, Manish. आपने इतनी detail you covered it all, so that's really good. I should stop the live stream if someone has a personal question.
Okay, sure, no issue. ठीक है, तो let us start with the cash